Hello chatbox out there. Today I'm just going to be telling you guys about what I got to on my first day of my new work placement. So today I got ready for the day ahead and I had a nice refreshing shower and I had some toast and a cup of tea. I went to Facebook to Instagram and listened to a bit of the radio. I was a little bit anxious but super excited to start my new work placement. My younger brother and his girlfriend were off college today and my younger sister had work placement and she was also off college today. My older sister is at work and my older brother's in uni and my dad was at work as well. I got myself ready for work placement and I had a nice blue checkered shirt and some jeans on, looking nice and presentable for my new colleagues and boss. And then we made our way to my new work placement at the garden centre, and on the way there my mum dropped my younger sister off to her work and she dropped me off to my work placement. My course leader was running a bit late, so I had to wait in the car for a bit. She then got here and I'd called her to see where she was and she was just on her way to see me. And then my mum went off home and me and my course leader went into the road centre and was greeted by the boss, George, who knows my younger brother and my older brother and my dad from rugby. So it's a small world and he's really nice. He's such a cheeky, chappy kind of guy and super chatty, just like me, and he's my age. He looks a bit older than me and he's going to be 21 sometime in June, same time as me. We both have birthdays in June and we got on really well, and I've seen him around before so his face looked really familiar. And then I went out and got kitted out in the uniform, and I have a purple and green jumper and polo shirt and got some overalls for me to put over my jeans. And then we went out to the back where the flowers and stuff are, in the back of the flowers area where the garden centre is, and it has got lots of flowers in it and it's so cool and so pretty and I love it. And I was greeted by a guy called Tim who knows my dad as well, and he kept on calling me my dad's name, but I just was like okay, because I told him that I was Dan and not my dad's name, but he obviously knows who he means. And we had a nice chat and I used this massive hose that's super powerful and thought that I was going to get blown away while using it, and washed up a load of the tables ready to put flowers on them. And then I went and had to sit down because my back and legs were hurting a bit, and my course leader went off to see another boy from our course at his placement, and she let my boss and colleagues know that I have dyslexia and have bad knees and legs and back sometimes. So I went and had to sit down and talk with Tim and really nice catch up and a lot of laughs. Then I carried on and washed up and swept up the stuff off of the tables and got them nice and spick and span and looking spotless, and then swept up and made room for some tables that we were going to move to put some flowers by the entrance. And one of the people that's quite high up in the garden centre came down and said how spotless it looked, so that was very good to hear that my work was paying off. And then I found out that my course leader was going to be seeing me next week, and then my work coach manager is going to be coming in tomorrow, and I helped this guy find where the bathrooms are and helped this girl find out where the exits were. These two girls couldn't find where the exit was. I say girls, I think they were ladies, but I can't remember. I helped them find the exit and the pay area, and also I helped this elderly woman find out where the hedgerows were, and I said, I'm sorry, I've just started working it, I'm not quite sure where that is, but I'll just go find someone that can, and got George, and he helped, and he said well done for doing that. And then I did a bit more souping up. Then we had lunch and I went to the refectory restaurant kind of place to eat, and I had a bowl of chips and a 7-Up and had a scone, and was showing where the staffing was and text my mum about how my day was and said about the boss, George, and she said yeah, it's someone who used to play rugby with my younger brother and older brother. And my dad said how he's very nice, which he is, and he just makes it feel so much more calm and relaxed. He's only in on Wednesday, Thursday, and then off Fridays, but I'll be seeing him on Wednesday and Thursdays, and then on Fridays I'll be meeting another lady who will show me what to do and stuff. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to working there for a few months, and hopefully, fingers crossed, all going well, I could hopefully get a job out of this, because I could see myself working there. And I found out that George has been working there for 4 years now, and yeah, he's just such a great guy, and it was so much fun working with him and the other colleagues, and Tim and James and the others, and they were just so nice. And I had my lunch and put this stuff back into the restaurant, and found out that my friend and her sister are working there, and had a nice catch up with my friend, and then went back and started working outside again, and we moved the tables over to where the entrance is, and we're going to be putting flowers and stuff on them tomorrow. Then it was the end of the day, and I went and got my phone and stuff from the office and went into the staff room, and they were there having a lunch. So I talked to my friend and her sister. I found out her sister's going to be leaving working at the restaurant in the Garden Centre next Monday, so I won't probably see her after that. But my friend who's in my year is still working on, so that's good. She blocked me on Facebook because we fell out. I'm needing to ask if she unblocked me and add me on Facebook again, because we're pretty good friends, and I did have a little bit of a crush on her. That's just past. That was ages ago, and we're just really good mates now, and we had a lot of laughs and a good time this afternoon after seeing each other. After we hadn't seen each other for ages, and yeah, it was a really good time having a nice reunion. And I asked the question that is just so awkward. I asked how her and her boyfriend were getting on, and she told me they'd split up 4 months ago, because I didn't know. So I was like, oh gosh, trust me to say that. And then I got my stuff ready and said goodbye to George and the colleagues and said, see you tomorrow, guys. And he gave me a really good handshake and was like, really impressed with what you've done, keep it up, see you tomorrow. And yeah, he's just such a kind guy, and they're all just so lovely. I was so nervous when I started that, and I'm just so excited to see what tomorrow brings me. Then my mum pulled out, and she saw me in my uniform, and I strutted up to her and pulled a little silly pose and was gleaming, and she said I looked like my smile was massive, and I was literally so happy. It was such a great first day of work placement. The only bad thing is that it's on the outskirts of where I live, so that means my mum's going to have to drop me up and back, and if she's ill, hopefully, touch wood, she won't be, but if she is, that means my dad will have to come home early from work and drop me in, and it might be a bit hard getting there because there's no buses to get there. I could walk there because I've walked to my mate's house, which is past there before, but probably do that in the summertime. But hopefully it'll be fine. If not, we'll sort out sort around it to help get me down back. And then we went off to the corner shop and got some milk and got back, and I got changed out of my uniform and showed my younger brother my uniform, and he said very nice. And I then went onto Facebook to Instagram. The computer was playing out, so I sorted that out, and I posted some Instagram photos that I'd taken the other day and did some tour photography. And I had my 7-Up and had a bowl of cereal and watched today's Home and Away Neighbours and watched Farrah Brown and Escape to Country, and did a bit of illustrating and played with my main computer doll. And I then went and worked on my book series and subscription stories for my daughter's game, and watched Cake Boss and DIY and some other stuff like that. And I'm hopefully going to be going to the pub tonight with my best mate. Try calling up, no answers, so I'm not quite sure about that, but hopefully we should be. I'm pretty knackered from my first day at work, so if not, I'll probably just relax. I've got to watch today's Home and Away Neighbours later on. I need to finish watching it because I didn't fully finish watching them, and watch today's Lorraine. And I watched that, and watched this morning that has Danny Miller on. the Wobborn reunion is tomorrow, and a year ago today it was the Wobborn wedding, so a lot of people on Twitter have been posting photos back to then, and I did a massive tweet and got quite a few retweets and likes on Twitter about the Wobborn reunion and Wobborn a year ago wedding, and they're going to be getting married again in summer, and I just hope this time it goes smoothly and nothing happens. I want Wobborn to have their big white wedding and happy ending. Can't wait for Wobborn and Woblivon to be back together as a family. Wob, Liv and Aaron, I love them, they're such great characters and I just love it. I read the Soap magazine and Doctor Who comic, and I watched Supernatural, Riverdale, The Fosters, Baby Daddy and some other stuff like that, and I had some toast and did some arts and craft and illustrating and watching doll house tours and doll collection videos and doll tutorial stuff. I watched Golden Girls and watched the Graham Norton show and some other talk show stuff, and I watched some stuff off Record and BBC Player and Netflix. I watched some DVDs and listened to CDs and vinyl. And now off to go watch This Morning with Danny Miller on talking about all things Wobborn, and watch today's Home Alone Neighbours and have a cup of tea and sort my memory out. Hopefully should be going to the pub tonight. I'm going to try to get a hang on Hollywood. Can't speak today. I'm going to try get a hang, although I can't even speak. I'm going to try get a hold of my mate and see what's actually happening. And yeah, I hope you've all had a lovely week so far, or have a lovely rest of your day, and I shall talk to you soon. Bye.